Welcome to another train building session. This time I'm building the Townhouse from the TT Combat Wild West range. Bit different, pretty straightforward build. I've actually already built one of these. I did a video on it. I wasn't happy with the comment, what I was saying while I was doing it, so I didn't bother doing it as I had a second one. So this is the second one, so I already know how it goes together, so it'll probably go together quite quickly. We'll see. Anyway, let's get into it. Again, just a knife along the top of it just to break it down. And let's have a look at the pieces. So, two sheets this time. The roof and the insides. I don't like these chairs, so I'm not going to actually even bother putting them again because I'm not going to use them. Table's alright, chairs, bit wide. I've already got some replacements that I'm going to order. Front door, sides and back. One thing I have noticed with this one, there's only a single entrance on this one. So sometimes in Malifaux that could be a problem, so what I'll probably do is use this as a sealed building most of the time, so it's just a big block, table block. I may add a door in, but probably not, in all honesty. It's just adding to the level of work, which I could add a door in, I suppose. I could cut out that section there and put a door in. We'll see. We'll have a think. If I do add a door, I'm going to need to add it straight away, so before I put it together. So let's get the front, the sides, front and the base out, and we can put it together and decide if we're going to put a door in it or not. So 1, 2, base. This is quite loose compared to some of the other pieces, so it's either been, because some of them, if you look on the other side, it's not a clear cut through. This one, it's quite clearly a clear cut. Some of them, it's sort of a dotted. So these are coming out very quickly compared to some of the others I've done. So, and then we'll leave those until we do the roof, because there's two sides which the roof doesn't go on. So, if we put a door in, it'll be in the back because one front, one back. So let's just put this together pretty quickly and see what we think. So side, front and back. So let's have a think. Do I think I want to put a door on this? I didn't on the other one. It's the first one I built, but that isn't always an issue. Bit of difference between the doors isn't a problem. These doors are going to be very easy to duplicate. So if I don't put the door in, it's only going to have one entrance. I suppose people could come in through the window, but it's not perfect by any means. So that's the front. I think most of these. So, what do we think? Where should I put a door in? I think I will. I think I'll just take a cut out of this one and put a door in. So, easy way of doing that. Get this door out and use it as a template. So for the time being, I'm just going to take the door out. I'm going to cut the hole out for it. As I expected, it pretty much follows the line. Yeah. Do I have my metal ruler up here? No, I don't. That's a bit of a pain. So all I'm thinking about doing is potentially cutting there. But no, I think I'm actually going to leave this as a single. Not all the buildings are going to need entrance and exit, so I'm going to leave this as a without a back door. Might change my mind at a later date, and if I do, I'll have to work around a already built model. So again, just file off where they left the tabs on just to hold it to the rest of the framework, which doesn't likely take long. There's not a lot to these. They've just been connected in 2 places, so it won't take long to file off at all. Okay, so PVA glue, as usual, doesn't need a huge amount, so yet again I will just squirt a bit out. Normally the first lot that comes out is a bit watery because of the way I control, keep it from that's the back. That's better, a bit more. So as I say, I'm not going to build the internals of this one because I just don't like the chairs, so I'll be getting some chairs to put internal terrain if I decide I need to. As I say, this one might just get used as a impossible building, no entry allowed, just because I don't want to fill out all the internals on every single building, but we'll see. Obviously this one isn't going to end up with a flat roof like the blacksmiths, so you're not going to have somebody perched on the top of the building shooting at you. It's a single floor, so you're not going to have somebody in the second floor shooting, which might have to be at this window, possibly, depending on the window. So if it is an open window, at least there is a shooting. Sort of have it pointing like that in the building might have some use. We'll see. So that's the basic box framework together. As I say, this goes together really quickly. There's not a lot to the design. So as the roof is all these are just basically because the roof can go on either sideways, as it's a square building, it can go on sideways or front to back. I'm going to do mine. I do mine front to. Basically, most buildings are always the front. It's a peak going up to the centre, so I'm going to keep that on these. Right decision? Yeah, we'll see. It doesn't really make a huge amount of difference for the actual game purposes. So now we'll just get the roof out. So there's 2 pieces to top and bottom, and that's going to need cutting. So And we'll do the same on that one so we don't have any problems. So front and back of the roof pitch. Again, something you could do is you could actually add a layer into the ceiling here if you wanted to. Put a small second layer level in. Again, something I might do. Even though I'm building these complete at the moment, I'm not gluing the roofs on, so I can add extra detail as I build, because I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna not add anything, because in all honesty, we'll see what I feel like once I get all the buildings done. And the plan is get all the buildings built, get everything built in this week, as I actually have no gaming clubs or anything, gaming events or anything until the next weekend. This is being recorded on Sunday night. Next week I have a Guild Ball tournament, which is a charity event, which I'm based up in West Yorkshire, and the charity event's down in Norfolk, in Great Yarmouth. It's a bit of a trek. There's 5 of us going down from my area. We're doing a day trip. Must be mad. To actually go down there and play in the charity event. It's for WAC, which is a very good cause. It's War Gamers Against All Cancer. All donations go to Macmillan, which basically pretty much everything. I believe all entrance fees and everything are going into that, and there's been prizes donated by the different venue, both the venue and the other, and some of the other stores and companies out there. So it's a good thing. Right, so basically that's that building built. So I'll just grab the camera. You're gonna have to go dizzy a bit for a second. So that's the front of the building, and then, as I say, kept the door separate because so I can decide what I'm going to do with it. And then you've got a side with a window. Back is just empty. As I say, that may end up getting a door on it. Wouldn't take much for me just to cut enough out to put a door on. Another plain brick wall, and then back round to the front. So that is the townhouse from the TT Compact Wild West terrain scene. On top of that, you've got 4 chairs and a table that go inside. I'm not a big fan of the chairs, so I'm not going to bother gluing them together. The table is all right, but it's 4 legs and the top, so it's nothing special. I'm not going to glue it together. It is there. So literally it's just a top with 4 legs and a couple of cross beams. So there's nothing to it. Cut that out, glue, done. As I say, I'm not impressed with the chairs, so I'm not going to use them. They're fine, but I think I can do better myself, so I'm going to do better. So that's that build. As I say, didn't take that long. It's a quick one. So that will do for now, and I will see people on the next build. Goodbye for now.